broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing after shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to AfterBuzz TV's Dishin' Days, where we give you a full recap of your favorite NBC soap, Days of Our Lives. Thank you guys so much for tuning in live. Special thanks to Chandler Massey for being here just a little while ago. Just a reminder, make sure you guys like and subscribe to our channel here on AfterBuzz TV. Also, make sure you go to our Facebook page at Dishin' Days and like that. And we're also on Instagram. We have a lot of announcements and things planned up. I am your host, Tony Moore, and I'm joined by my chocolate twin over here,
James Lott Jr.
And with the hair that is higher than the bouquet of a bridal person, we have the one and only
bridal person.
Yeah,
well, you know,
yeah, that's how it came out.
Billy touched my hair.
Yeah.
What did you want to know? Oh, my name.
Yeah.
Mark J Flynn. You forgot your
husband's gonna be very upset.
Wow.
Of course, you guys know that we have a very special guest, but I feel like I cannot introduce this guest and give him the justice that Mark J Freeman would give him. So
You didn't tell me I was going to do it. It's fucking hot in here. Sorry, I slept. I'm sorry. I'm getting dirty looks.
Mark, who is the person that is sitting next to you ever so closely?
The soon-to-be Emmy Award-winning actor from Days of Our Lives, Mr. Billy Flynn.
That's too sweet.
You got to put it in the universe. You got to put it in the
There we
universe.
go.
Billy, I will tell you that fans and Mark, especially Mark, have waited for this moment.
Yes.
And it has now come true. Hashtag dreams come true.
Hashtag dreams come true. Should we hug it out real quick? Just
Because you want to.
Wait a minute. You mean to tell me you waited all this time to meet Billy Flynn and that's the hug you give him?
We have headsets on. We'll do it more later.
His voice got even higher. So it's so crazy. It got even higher.
Can we get air in here?
So flustered. It is so funny. All right, so
thanks for coming.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming in, Billy. We really appreciate it.
And we have to do this.
Yeah, so it's now time to start Dishin' Days.
Would you like to turn?
Will you do the honors of turning our hourglass? Thank you. Now,
I will deliberate.
I will have you know, it's kind of like that.
Did you see his muscle when he
that
did
commercial. We all got a ticket to the gun show.
Yes, to the gun show.
Where is the gun show, Billy?
Right there.
We always turn this over. It's almost like we set it and forget it.
We do.
Yeah.
Because we're just it'll run out of time and then we're still
And
going.
help yourself to pizza rolls.
Yes.
I wasn't anticipating them making the whole bag, so you will have to eat some.
I'm gonna eat some.
Okay.
Yes.
And since
Will you feed me some?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Sorry, it's too much.
We are hashtag. I put the hashtag pray for Billy, but hashtag pray for Mark.
Yeah, I know. I was like,
That Mark gets through the show.
I know.
Jesus.
And that he gets through the show still married.
Unfortunately, he's not going to make it home tonight. They made him do airport alerts.
My fiance is gonna be very upset with me.
I kept thinking, I was like, what if he brings Gino? What a downer.
Oh my god.
That's terrible.
Well, I'm going to throw this out there. I'm ordained, so if anything happens on this show, I will be glad
Me
to
too.
oversee.
We both are.
Oh,
We
look
both
at
are.
that. Oh, and you can help me perform my first wedding.
Okay,
Perfect.
I want
like
this
it.
water tested. I'm gonna wake up married tomorrow.
Yes. Test it.
Our wedding pictures are gonna be like.
Oh, no. James and I make sure that the wedding pictures are flawed.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, we don't want drunken ones. We want like you.
I'm gonna be like Weekend at Bernie's. Just
That's just propped up.
Very soap of you guys. Very
He
soap.
really does love me.
All right.
Hey.
Thank you, Steven. Thank you.
All right, so let's get started right into the first storyline with Brady and Teresa. First of all, hashtag pray for Teresa, because I tell you, she needs a book that just says how to scheme Brady.
Yes.
And how to scheme to make
No,
it
it
work.
needs to be how to just stop scheming and let shit happen. Sorry, what is with my
Your
mouth
language
today?
tonight, I know.
You're all flustered.
right?
You are. I'm like, you just cuss on the
Can I
store.
move away a little bit?
No.
Stay in the frame. Stay in the
He
frame.
definitely doesn't want you to move away.
No.
For the past 6 months, we have practiced on your spot here. So
Yes.
you are,
Yes.
So we
Okay.
know exactly where you're supposed to be.
You're fine.
Keep it under control, man. We got a show to do.
So Brady finds out that Teresa was in fact lying about the whole cast and everything like
I
that.
liked Brady this week because Brady was smart for a change.
Yeah.
His delivery
I think
was amazing. The way he talked to her was like low. First, he talked to her low monotone voice, just like, "I am done with your lies. You're not going to do this to me anymore. I know what's going on. Stop." The choice he made as an actor was just so. The Eric Martsolf made it was so pitch perfect. It was like. She was looking like, I can't really get anything over on him anymore. Like, he really just told her about herself.
I feel bad for her. Am
Of
I the
course.
only one that feels bad?
No,
for her?
well, I love Teresa.
I don't really.
I feel bad
But
for her.
can I ask something? Can you really cut a cast off with scissors?
Apparently.
Yeah.
Because I was like, really? We just pulled the scissors out of the drawer.
You can.
If you're determined enough, I feel like you could cut it off with anything.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but did you see it was like this nice clean? I was like, really? See, that's the stuff I watch.
Well,
I didn't really pay attention
I
to what
mean,
they were
listen,
saying.
I noticed it too, but I overlook things because it's Salem, and anything can happen in Salem.
That's true.
Oh my goodness, my husband just texted me.
He knows what's going on. He knows what's going on. He's like,
He is watching.
He might be coming home tonight. He might be coming home.
Oh, sorry, Billy. Sorry, Billy. You're gonna have to make other arrangements.
That's what it's hard to me for.
But I feel like Brady is being just really mean to Teresa.
no, he's not.
Okay, at the end of the day, you still have a child.
That's true.
And you still have to work together as parents in order to,
I agree with that.
raise your child. And I just feel like it's so much tension.
But she
between
lied
them.
once again. Like, once again, she lied.
And she's getting ready to do it again.
Right.
Why are we surprised by this then? She lies.
See?
Well,
Voice of reason.
And she's doing it to get her man. Props to her.
Well, listen. That's,
I agree with you.
that is the way of Salem. You do what you do in order to get the man.
Yeah.
I mean,
that is
listen. Mark has done a lot to get you here, so
I know.
he's a testament to that.
I just thought, if I just keep tweeting him and annoying him, I'd be like, just let me go to shut him up.
But no, I generally just plays Teresa so well. I mean, she makes me feel for her also. But this week, I really was on Brady's side in a way because just like you were saying, just stop it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
just stop it.
I agree. Stop it and just be a great mom, and then I think Brady will come around
I
because
agree.
he does have a soft spot for her.
Yes.
No, listen, I don't feel bad for Brady because he's got a thing for maybe he's a little bit crazy because he ends up with these crazy women.
Yeah, he does.
Kristen DeMera,
Yes. See.
Yeah.
Teresa,
Chloe.
Chloe. The fault's on him.
Well,
Oh,
this is
okay.
true. But are there any?
He's a kinky little guy. That one.
Yeah, he
He
is.
likes the crazy ones.
Are
does.
there any non-crazy women in Salem?
Good. I love
Jan?
that we all have to think
Peggy,
about it.
maybe Peggy. Nah, she's kind of losing it, right?
Oh, Carolyn.
Oh my God, he said Carolyn.
Oh my gosh, I feel okay. We'll get into that.
Carolyn, yeah.
I now feel bad about my 3 Snaps award last week with Carolyn, but I'll get to that.
Okay.
I'll get to that. I'll get to that
No,
later.
Janice not crazy.
I don't know. She has her moments.
No, she's pretty safe.
She has her moments.
Jennifer is yeah, she's sane.
She's sane. Hope is sane. My girl Hope, who
don't
I
know
love
about
so
that.
much. Don't you start about that. I love my Kristen Alfonso.
about
She
that.
is.
I don't know about
She's sane.
that.
She's sane.
Just saying.
He's a,
I'm glad actually he's next to me because if he was sitting over there and looking at me, I would be dying. I just can't look him in the eye.
no, she's kind of sane, but I think that's about it. I don't think anybody else is kind of.
See, so everybody else crazy.
Because even Nicole, we love her. She's kind of crazy.
What about Maggie?
Oh, we
She
love
is
Maggie.
crazy.
Maggie's not crazy.
Maggie's not
She's
crazy.
crazy.
Is she crazy for going with Victor?
This is my favorite. She's crazy.
She's not crazy. She's not crazy.
Maggie's not crazy. We love her.
We do.
She's married to Victor. She's got to be a little crazy.
Well, she softened him up.
She did.
Well, relatively.
Okay. Well,
He's still just doing it behind her back.
but he
We're all
can't.
gonna marry.
He can't really get away with it because she's always like Victor, and he's like, "I'm sorry," right?
Whatever.
Now I did have one. I did have one little weird rant. I'm
Daquan said Sammy isn't crazy. Are you kidding me, Daquan?
Daquan,
listen,
come on.
Yeah. Sammy is crazy.
In Hortontown Square, you know they have the placard of Tom and Alice. Behind that is Sammy, and it just says crazy. That's what most people don't know.
But you always see it because you're back there.
Inside.
Well, you know.
Inside scoop.
Yeah. Yes.
No, I have one little strange rant, a little bit, a mini rant about the scene.
About Teresa and them?
Well, it's down to that storyline because Eric comes over. You know, Eric is actually Teresa's one of few supporters.
I'm getting real names and character names mixed up.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, I know because Eric Mart's up. Yeah. No, but I mean, the character Eric Brady comes over, and then they find out about Caroline.
Yes.
And he just like, I gotta go. It's my grandmother, and runs out. I'm like, Teresa, that's her grandmother too. She's like standing right there.
Well, I think that's why she had that look. Like, I think I should go too.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's like,
but he. I mean, it's sudden. I'll give him
when you say Teresa, our grandma, it's our grandma, and then you go together. It was kind of like my grandmother. He's like bolted out, and then she was like, she did look like it's my grandmother too. I gotta
if
go.
he would have said our grandmother and ran, would you be okay with it?
Yes, I would.
So it was a writing thing.
If my cousin was next to me, someone my grandmother, I'd be upset. He just ran out of the room, didn't say.
Well, then again, like my sister always says my mom, and I'm like, it's our mother.
Well, it's funny is I have a twin, and
you have a twin?
I do, and not as cute. And every time he does something wrong, my older brother and older sister will text me and they're like, your brother. I'm like, wait a minute, our brother, not mine. Every time he does something bad, it's my brother, not our brother.
Yes.
Oh boy. Well,
I do the opposite. When my mom says something that I don't like or that's not very intelligent, I just call her Kim.
Oh, I did that to my mom once. I didn't go over
Kim?
very well.
Stop it, Kim.
Stop it, Kim.
Yeah, I can't get away with that with my mom because
I don't get away with it.
Yeah,
you say it.
It's I like life too much, and so my mom. I feel like my mom knows when I'm gonna say something that I shouldn't, and so she gives me that look. And, like I can't even get that far. It's kind of like she sees my teeth grinding, and she puts a stop to it. Like, and I'm like. Okay. I was actually going to say, let's go to the grocery store and pick up some applesauce. I don't know. But yeah.
And she just gives you that,
Yeah, I thought so.
See, luckily, my mother and I are close in age, and I never called her mom. I always called her by her real name.
Really?
Benita. So I got away with it. So I never had to worry about that.
That's strong.
Isn't that crazy?
I could never call my mom Mildred.
Yeah, I wouldn't go over it. My mom might be watching.
I'm sure she is.
I helped her get...
hi, Mom.
So I think that was that it with Brady and Teresa?
There's that, and then Brady and Teresa. Well, basically Teresa does find a way. She's gonna try to find a way, scheme again.
Yeah, she's
by
coming
using
up with
Xander.
something. Yeah,
I was just glad that Teresa changed clothes. I hated that purple dress.
the one with the shoulders kind of
I
peeking
didn't like
out?
it either. I didn't like it either.
I hated it.
It was very, it was very club MTV 90s.
I hated
I was just like, are you downtown Julie Brown? Like, I was not into that dress.
I didn't want
to
to tell her when she was here, but I didn't like it.
Well, it's going to get back to her.
You can tell her if you want.
Let's get back to her. Let's get back to her. We like Jen Lilly.
It might be easier coming from you.
It will be.
Yeah.
Billy's like, I am for sure going to tell her.
I'm going to tell her for sure.
But I like the other one, the jean jacket and the...
Yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Well, we'll see how, what other failed scheme she's going to come up with.
Right. And then she had a cute kind of scene with Eve in the park, which I love. He kind of traded mother insults.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm the only mother that Tate has. And she's like, I'm sorry, baby, talking to the baby. And she's like, well, okay, well, how's your daughter? When did you last time you see her? And then he was like, that was kind of cute.
Well, they always have those kind of moments.
They do. I like them together. I love me some Cassie DePiva, so I love that.
All right. Well, that's that storyline.
And so then we kind of go into Paul, Will, Sonny, and Derek. Ooh. But see, again, I liked Paul this week because he told Will off.
But here's my thing, is every time something comes up that it's going to annoy, that's going to like send... It's going to send Will over the edge. I just start cringing because I'm just like, I just don't want to hear him make excuses anymore. And like I'm just so sick of it.
I was just glad that Paul just had the ball sack and went over and was just like, okay, I found out what you did from Derek, and it's just not okay.
Yeah.
Well, Will came over.
Oh, yeah, Will came over. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But
he called him over.
Okay,
called him over,
okay,
right.
Derek, let's be a little more, smarter.
Yeah.
And if someone gives you information that you're not supposed to know, you don't then tell the person.
Well, he even says to Paul, don't worry, I'm never going to tell anybody.
Right.
Well,
Typical gay.
But it
Opened his mouth.
But it shouldn't have even gotten to that point. Like, he shouldn't have said, "Oh, that's your dream, right?" And Paul's like, "Wait, when did I tell you that?"
Start stuttering.
Yeah, like you have to think quicker on your feet. You gotta be like, "Oh, remember that time? Like we were over at the edge of the square and you like blurted it out. You don't remember because you was drunk."
See, but we talked about. Didn't we talk about this? I said there should be more drinking.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well, look,
They got a built-in excuse. All the time.
Well, there needs to be. Where is?
That's why I'm always drinking on the show.
Yeah, you always say you are. Yeah, you're always drinking. You're always drinking on the show.
Well, you are going through it right now.
Yeah.
So I think
like,
a drink is.
It's like you were mean to Abby. I don't care. I was drunk.
But also about the storyline is Kate. Kate makes me laugh.
Kate is, first of all, Kate is just spilling everybody's information this week.
She's having a good old time. It's like, yeah, so John and Paul having, so guess what? His new boy. I'm like, okay, Kate, like you just like walking through town square, just giving up business.
Kate is like the town gossiper.
She is.
See, I think that's where I come in as hashtag Maxine's son. I could come in and like work for Kate, and then we can like gossip together, and then maybe she.
I thought you were going to work in the hospital. Can you figure it out?
Well, we're
I need a breakdown.
Listen,
because I'm going to hold you to this.
These are ideas that I'm just like throwing out there, and seeing what sticks.
All
you know, it's like checking to see if spaghetti's done. You know, you stick it to the wall, and if it falls, then you know it's not ready. If it sticks, then like it works.
Because you remember Kate had what was it, Ross Matthews? You can replace Ross Matthews as
Where
your
did it go?
assistant.
That is true.
He comes on every once in a blue moon. You can be
I
permanent.
didn't mean to call you Kim. Sorry.
Go here.
Oh,
Tell Billy Mom Kim is watching.
Oh, that's so funny. Oh my God. In trouble already. On TV.
I feel that you're going to receive a phone call after this.
He was making an example. Just an example.
Yeah. If you
Yeah, you might want to say it.
yeah. If you need for
She
us to
said,
talk
Billy,
to
I
her,
heard that.
if you need for us to talk to her for you, we will. We'll put in a good word for you. But I was actually very happy that Paul once again confronted Will, and
Me too.
Will tried to downplay it, like, I just, it's not that
he's
big.
crazy.
Right.
Well, yeah. But listen, he's trying to fight for his man. As we said earlier, you lie and scheme in order to get
But
your man.
didn't he grow up with the mother of all schemers, and half her stuff almost cussed? Half her stuff didn't work.
Well, like mother, like son.
Yeah, it was a daughter.
Well, I didn't say daughter.
It was like daughter.
It almost applies.
It almost applies.
Almost applies.
But like it didn't work before for her, so it didn't work for him.
I don't know. Like, I feel like I wish his intentions were not that he was trying to prevent Paul and Sonny from getting together or releasing their feelings. That he actually genuinely thought Derek was a good match for Paul.
Yeah.
You really think that he thought that?
No, I wish that he thought that.
Will was being a pimp
are you
this
crazy?
week. He was a pimp this week, trying to pimp Derek on to Paul.
Yeah, so that
He was pissed.
Well, listen, we all know that that Paul and Sonny have feelings for each other.
Of course. Hello.
Okay, well, but we also know that Sonny's leaving next week. So who's Will going to be with?
Ooh, good.
I don't know.
Ooh, that's a good question.
Derek.
Just putting it out there.
How do you feel as Chad? How do you feel? You're best friends. They're all just like.
First of all, where is Chad in all this mess?
Yeah, I know, because you and Sonny are close, and I was like, what's going on?
Well, you don't think he's got his own issues to deal with?
We got a few things going on. We got a few things. We got a few things going on. Oh, dang it.
I wouldn't know. I mean, Chad started off as better friends with Will.
Yes.
And then
Yeah.
became better friends with Sonny.
Yeah.
And now he's kind of just, he just hops in every once in a while.
Yeah, he
You
did,
know, I don't
yeah.
know. I'd be like, just take some time apart.
Take some time apart.
Oh,
Figure out who
okay.
you are.
Well, I know one thing. You wouldn't recommend him to go to Marlena.
No. No.
I know you and
As you can see,
Marlena.
was it last week or
Yeah.
this week?
Last
Yeah,
week.
she
You got the
shit
quote of the
advice,
week.
yeah.
Get these, yeah.
Quote of the week, yeah.
They did. Yes.
But who was it? Wasn't it Sonny that was Will's first? Or was it the other way around?
No, other way around.
Will was Sonny's first.
No.
No, Sonny was
Sonny
Will's
was
first.
Will's first.
Yeah.
Sonny was, so yeah.
Wait, first what?
Boy.
Because
Boy.
remember he was with Ariana. He was with Ariana. With Gabby.
Gabby.
And then there was.
And then he met.
Yeah.
Will was Sonny's. Will
First
and
Sonny was
Okay,
Will's first.
Yeah.
I don't know why for 2 seconds I was just all confused.
They could make it a point of saying that Sonny's more experienced. He's been around.
Well, I'm just
a
saying,
while.
I mean, you know, Will's doing some crazy things. Maybe he needs to figure out who he is and what he wants.
That's true.
But that's what they touched on a few weeks ago, and that's what Paul mentions, that, you know, when he first came out, there was a lot of figuring out and all this, and I think that Will didn't have that chance to figure things out
agree.
before he started dating Sonny and then got married, and now he's in this relationship trying to make it work.
Well, I'll say this. If Sonny was my friend, I would tell him what I tell all my my gays. Don't be dating no boys that are just coming out. They need to be.
And I'd say the same thing too.
They need to do their
That's funny.
thing.
I say the same thing too.
Yeah.
Don't be dating any boys that's coming out.
Yeah, I think the same thing. But there's one thing that did come out of this storyline that was kind of cute. There's a little small moment between Marlena and Kate.
Are you flustered too, that Billy?
I guess. I mean, he does have nice eyes.
Are you?
That color's great on you.
Oh, why, thank
that.
you. I'm like, why, thank you. Like, oh my God.
Well, leave it to me to be the only person that's just going to sit here and look at Billy like, you're not going to get to me this show.
Them all.
Is that right?
That's right. I'm a tough cookie. Not
Get him,
working.
Billy. Get him. Get him.
He tried it. You always say he tried it. He tried it. Yeah.
I choked on water. Nothing to do with Billy Flynn.
That's right. But there was a scene because they were all there at the house. Ariana was somewhere sleeping or whatever.
She is always sleeping.
Always sleeping. That baby's always
She's a
sleeping.
very well-behaved child.
But I love they talked about because I mean Marlena and Kate are friends. They have like a long time friendship, and it was kind of cute. They were kind of Marlena showed concern for Kate. It was a really nice moment, and Kate listed all her ex-men and how bad they all were.
Yeah.
And it was just kind of a fun little moment from memory lane, and just seeing them two together, these two mature women together who they weren't really fighting. They were just kind of like talking and being friends. But that was kind of born out of this because Will was somewhere and Sonny was somewhere, and
She showed up at the apartment.
right,
My dad was there.
yeah. So I kind of like that moment.
Yeah.
It was very nice. I like to see that.
Well, we'll find out next week
Yeah.
the reason why Sonny decides to bolt out of Salem.
Yeah.
Because his husband's cray-cray.
Well, I mean,
You
just
think there's another reason?
No, but
Okay.
I'm just
Moving on.
Okay.
Oh dang! And that's that.
Oh, snap.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, what should we move on to, Mark?
Maybe Billy Flynn.
So
I like that idea. I like that idea.
yeah. So go ahead, take it away.
Take it away, Mark.
He was only on Monday and Friday. So I didn't really watch Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. But I sent a message. I was like, this week is so
He just said that.
And then Friday came and I was like, oh, okay, it's better now.
It's better now. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Front and back.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's right. Look at
Keeping it all together.
At the same time. I think.
So, I don't know how you said Poplar Bluff, but I almost peed myself.
I was drunk, man.
It was almost going to be my quote of the week, but I was like, I can't even say how he's saying.
I like. Yeah, I actually enjoyed that. That's one of the ones.
That and when you were talking about marriages in
Salem.
and I get that there's a character. It's not like I get the difference between
it's
the
me.
person and for everybody out there watching it. Like, but it's not really Billy. The wwhole speech about marriages in Salem, that was hysterical.
That was a good one, too,
That
yes.
was kind of spot
What did
on.
I say? Poplar bluff.
I don't know what it was, but I was cracking up. I was like, I don't even know how he's saying that, but that's funny. So you found out that, or Chad found out that Abby is marrying Benjamin.
Yes.
And
It had a very calming reaction to that, especially being drunk.
everybody
Yes.
had a very... Was it just me, or was Jen's and everybody's reaction to this?
Nobody.
Everyone was like...
I kind of felt like no one was really happy about this engagement because usually you're like, oh my God, congratulations.
yeah,
And everyone was like,
Oh, okay.
And then Jen goes, I guess you have been together for a year.
yeah.
I'm like, okay.
It kind of reminded me of that. I don't know if you guys, watch Sex in the City or not, but when
My fiance does all the time. Yeah.
But when Miranda found out that she was having a baby and everyone was all excited, oh, you're having a boy, and she was like,
Okay.
Yeah.
oh boy.
I love that
felt
episode.
like that's how this reaction was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think you'll see Chad's reaction changes over the next week.
Well, the new writing starts next week, too.
Yeah, but I mean, you put yourself in that position. You made a promise that he wouldn't say anything, but in that drunk situation, I mean, I felt like it was super awkward.
Yeah.
It was
Oh,
better than
yeah.
coming in because he's not going to go in and throw a punch or be super upset because he still loves her. He doesn't want to.
Right.
But I think the hardest part about that scene was he kept it all inside.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
like torturous to watch. And then, I remember the line at the end when he says, "No, from the bottom of my heart, I hope that you're happy." Like, as an actor, saying that, I was affected when I said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Abigail looked like she was praying to God that you were not going to have some the other reaction because she kept looking like, don't do it.
Yeah. I like when she's like, in the beginning when she's like, "You're drunk," and I was
Yeah. Yes.
What was that? Ben's face, or Rob's face, or whatever. When I was like, You're a lucky man.
Yeah.
As if Abigail.
Okay.
Right, exactly.
And I would just wink at him. It was the weirdest thing. I don't even know how that came about.
But it was it's one of those. We usually have those moments where we're like, "Yay, they're engaged," but like I didn't feel that.
I didn't feel it either.
It's a weird engagement, though. He's like, marry me.
Yeah. Well, it's also weird. Yeah.
I'm crying and telling I love you, and he's just like, marry me.
Yeah.
But it's also weird because he obviously knows that Abigail and Chad, had made love.
Yes. He had some dreams about stuff like that too later in the week.
Yeah, he did.
He did. He kept waking up like, oh my god.
But why did he wake up and go take a shower?
Because he has a thing for Chad.
See, some other little
even
some shenanigans going on.
Yeah.
You know who doesn't have it?
Liar. Damn lie.
He must spill it all over himself trying to lie.
Yes.
But then like
What's happening?
all this week, people kept trying to figure out.
Chad and Abby
They're
together.
in the room now.
Yeah.
How many people we got?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we have
we got
162
people.
Is that the record?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, you got the record.
Look at the record.
That's right.
Look at that.
Of course it is.
I see that invisible pat on the back there.
Yeah.
That's happening. I like that. Or actually, Mark
Don't
has
pat you
it
in the back. Don't burp him. Just pat in the back. Oh my god.
I need a pizza roll.
You did for that one.
But I find it weird that Ben keeps like questioning her, especially knowing that she. There are moments where I'm just like, just tell her and just
Right.
like start off fresh.
Right.
Just like, I know. Thanks for choosing me. Let's get married now.
Right. No. Right. I agree on that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Like
You won. So
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
Well,
So to speak.
Did
Well,
he win?
no, not really.
Did he? I feel like
He gets a hormonal Abby.
Well,
I think he
I will
lost.
say this. I will say this. I couldn't imagine being in a predicament where, like, imagine you love somebody so much, but you find something out like that. Right? The idea is like, okay, I'm just not going to say anything. It's not going to happen again.
Yeah.
Deny it.
And whatever. But like, because if you say something, shit's over.
yeah,
Right.
Yeah. So yeah. So this
over.
if you ever do that, just say it, and then
Just say, get over it, Steve.
Or no, just go. Am I allowed to say that?
Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that okay?
And then,
I don't
All
see
right.
anybody.
Yeah, so
That's
then
all
it's
right.
okay.
He's not paying attention.
Oh, there he is. Look at him. What's going on?
So yeah, I mean, he's in a hard place.
Yeah.
That's why he works out so much.
You do
Yeah.
work out. You do work out a lot.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I mean, we like that, but it's kind of weird. I just think when they keep wheeling out your father stuff now, it's very interesting. I'm just like, oh, there he is. All of a sudden, he turns a chair, or he's like sitting somewhere. How do you like working with Joseph Muscola?
I'll tell you what, I love Joe Muscolo. He's got the dearest place in my heart. I mean, it's he's getting up there, and he's a legend.
He's a legend.
You've been on set. I'm sure they're hard scenes to shoot, but I think with what the chemistry that me and him have came up with, I think is pretty genuine considering how hard it is to actually get in there and do say lines.
Yeah.
I love him.
You guys have great chemistry.
It is hard. A lot of times you leave going, I don't know if that was right or if that was wrong. But my favorite scene was, what was it, Friday?
Probably.
Monday when I yelled at him.
Yeah.
When he was direct.
That's during rehearsals, our first rehearsal. I went through. I just kind of said, I was like, enough. It's over. Leave it alone. And he's like, okay. And he's I walk out. And then when it came time to shoot, and I screamed it at him. He doesn't get around very well, right? But I thought he was going to get up.
Beat your ass.
Did you see the look on his face?
Yeah, he did.
And that was, and then when he snaps that thing, that wasn't. That was him legitimately angry in the moment. I walked off set and I was like,
I'm sorry, Joe. I'm sorry, Joe. I'm sorry.
I thought it was one like I love that moment from him, and that was a genuine moment. I was like,
wow.
Awesome.
Yeah. Well,
great behind the scene moment.
I thought that whole scene was great between you two.
Yeah, I agree.
It was pretty good.
But now we know he was behind the scene there.
Yeah, that's what I love. Working with him. I've always played, and I've said this before, like, I'm his baby boy. He's not going to hurt me. He's not going to touch me. I'm his last son.
Yeah, you are.
Considering,
For now.
For now. Yeah.
So I've always played it like that. I don't talk to him like the way EJ did. I just come at him like a snarky son, like the baby boy, whatever Stefano.
Yeah. And I still feel like Chad has always teetered between like really fully being a DiMera, but not really wanting to be a DiMera.
Well, Chad, I think Chad's thing is lost a lot of people in his life, and I think he wants to be loved, and he wants to have a family, and he wants to have a father.
Yeah.
So he teeters from, do I sort of give in to some of the things that I don't agree with as a person, or do I separate myself from that and be my own man and be in love and try to do that. And he's in a hard position.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
But I love Joe Mascolo. Truly.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
He's
a legend.
He's hashtag my future father.
Yeah. It's funny when I first started the show too, and he came up to me and he introduced himself to me, and he's like, he really embraces the people who play his children in the show, and he's like, and literally, I don't know if it's because he doesn't separate reality in the show, but he's like you're a Demara now, and if anybody gives you any
stuff,
come to me.
Wow.
All right, so I can do that whenever if I have an issue on set. That's how he feels. He really takes care of.
So I should be worried if he shows up at my door.
All of a sudden, he was like, Joe Mascolo, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
Like, I love that.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yep.
Oh, I love that.
So, I mean, are you, I know as an actor, really enjoying this push and pull that you and Abby aren't together? Is giving you more to play, or are you like, get us together now? Just get us together. We're ready.
No, I think there's more to play when you're not together.
Of course.
Eventually people will want to see something happy, and I think in the long run people will get what they want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eventually.
I feel like everyone's rooting for Chad and Abigail.
I think so too.
It came out of nowhere, really.
So
it really did. I love the meeting at Will's apartment. And how you just professed your love. I was like, oh,
yeah.
It didn't work out how you probably planned it, but
no.
But
he probably was like, oh, she's gonna dig this.
Yeah. But you did it, and I applauded you for that, or I applauded Chad.
Yeah, I think he's dealing with. I think you'll find now that he's gonna step back.
Yeah.
And sort of, and I think he's gonna try to. He's gonna try to let her live her own life and step back, and then you're gonna see things really spiral out.
Who's the other women we could have him with? Who's not crazy? We were talking before. Who can he have next?
Listen, it's slim pickings in Salem.
It is.
I mean, unless Lorraine Love comes into Salem.
I'm glad you said it, because I don't want to be like, it's all about me.
I was thinking, who's around your age range they can have you go with?
There's only there's Melanie.
Oh my God!
What's your issue with Melanie?
Ooh, tell him, Billy. Go on, Billy. Get him, Billy.
Well, here we go. You have to answer the Billy Flynn.
I think she's a fantastic actress.
I think she's a wonderful woman.
So you're upset with
Billy. Billy. I don't like Melanie.
Use your mouth.
A little flustered.
But
she's whiny. She's annoying. I mean, should I start? She's obnoxious.
All right.
There's no reason for her to be there.
I think they should bring.
You deserve better.
You should get Nadia back, and you should be with Chloe.
I actually thought about that too.
You two together, because Nadia's beautiful. I mean, you guys together.
That would be an interesting pair.
Yeah, wouldn't it be an interesting pair?
And especially now because we saw that Chloe is a little more mature.
Yeah, I worked with her though, so I don't know if our characters have ever even met.
Ooh, good question. I don't think they have.
Were they on?
I don't think they have.
I mean, not since you've been on, but
No.
That other guy.
No.
That's what I mean. Somebody new, and fresh who has history. I'm sure.
Oh, well, then that's good because then it can be a new, fresh relationship.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So you're just getting rid of Abby right now.
Well, no, just saying that she's watching.
Well, I mean, she's preoccupied right now.
Yeah, she's busy with Ben and a baby. So in the meantime, we don't want you alone.
Yeah.
See, I think this is what I think is going to happen. I think when you and Abby are going to get back together, and then EJ's going to come back.
Ooh.
That's my prediction.
Out of nowhere?
Out of nowhere?
Stuff up.
As James Scott or somebody else.
Huh?
And he's gonna punch me in the face.
James Scott.
He's gonna come back.
Who else?
He better come back. Well, they recast people.
I don't know. Everyone's still trying to figure out what Kristen did to the body when she stuck it. We're like, what is that? What
did you? Oh, speaking of Kristen, did we see the commercial with Kristen? That was
that was a weird. That was a really
it was
weird.
It was
that?
Like best moments on days or something.
You were getting pizza rolls. It was a shared. It was a share the moment.
Yeah.
So
I know, but it just seemed like it just seemed random to me.
It did a little bit to me, but I got what it was for.
It was like a we saw the end of this. It was a moment in daytime history.
I guess. Okay.
Or with,
sorry, I just wanted to bring it up.
Eileen Davidson. How was that?
I only had one scene with her.
That's it. Only one.
Yeah, but she was wonderful.
I mean,
I mean,
I guess when she came back
she's
in
a
the one
legend, too.
scene together.
We had one scene when I first started,
Oh, okay.
and that was it.
Okay.
She was like, all right, peace out.
She's like, bye, bro. See you later, bro.
I mean,
Go
when
to play
She
Ashley.
was
I know.
intimidated by you.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, Eileen Davidson.
Yeah, when I first came on, within like a month, James Scott left, Allison Sweeney left,
yeah.
and Eileen Davidson left.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
So I was like, all right, thanks, guys.
yeah.
Oh, so I show up and everyone
Everybody's
decides to
gone.
leave.
Everybody gotta go.
Something I said? Or? Yeah,
And
so
Tony
there
was trying to move in.
Yeah. But I have to say, I mean, that was a huge hit, and I think the show's gonna bounce, has bounced back really nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And we're all just waiting
Excited.
on pins and needles
Oh,
to
we're
see
excited.
what this new writing
Yes.
is going to be like.
Yes.
I mean, Jen said it's going to be like a complete 180.
Night and day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think for some people, I mean, I haven't really felt much of a.
Change.
I mean, my storyline.
Yeah, yours is
really
pretty
takes off.
established,
It's gonna like my storyline's gonna get really big. It's
Okay.
Yeah.
over the next like 4 months.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
But my character really. I mean, it wasn't like a 180 in character.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
If anything, I think maybe they made him a little more towards like good, heart of gold. He wants
Gotcha.
to be
Oh,
a better
okay.
man.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
But he always did. So it's
yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe your storyline didn't need any tweaking, I guess.
No.
I guess you guys were safe.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
just killing
you
it.
guys are
anyway.
good.
I feel like, and
Well,
I
of course you were doing it work. I mean, hello, you were doing
I
the
actually
work.
thought that this week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, by the way, that because it was their last week of writing, I think it was just like
Here you go.
I was like, here you go.
Here you
get it
go.
out there.
I kind of agree.
I don't know. That was my thought.
I wasn't excited this week either.
No.
Except for Monday and Friday.
Monday,
Of course.
Friday.
It goes without saying.
Yeah.
I just want Ben to stop asking Abigail, why did you say yes?
I know.
Does it matter at this point?
No.
Like, you got the baby
The baby.
and you got Abigail. Like,
Right.
move on.
Right.
Although there was a very tense moment on Friday between Ben and Chad. I wonder
in the
what's
park.
about to happen.
Oh, the park? Yes, you guys meet up at the park at the end.
He shows
Yeah.
up.
yeah.
Yeah, and it's kind of like
You had a couple of really good looks too.
Yeah.
Like when you were drunk, when you saw them together, or something. I almost did a freeze frame and took a bit.
Can I say I'd like to see like a compilation of all the weird faces I made.
Actually, I feel like somebody did do that. I feel like I saw it on your Facebook page. I feel like somebody did something like that
Just, I mean,
because you do make a lot of funny
Faces. You do make a lot of faces. yes.
well-
But they're like it's not like you're just making it. Like
Right.
No, I think
Melanie,
it's- I think
just
it's
made stupid
nat-
faces.
Yeah, I feel like they're
Oh my
natural.
God.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we can put the call out now. We can do hashtag faces of
Billy
Flynn.
Chad DeMar.
Faces of
Yeah.
Flynn.
Yeah.
Faces of Flynn.
Oh, I like that. Faces
if
of
one of
Flynn.
you savvy dooligans know
Oh, there's
video
gonna be about
editing,
1,800 of them when we get done.
Exactly. They'll all be on there.
I love it, and we'll feature them all. So if you want to put together a video of all of Billy's faces and reactions, do that. Hashtag it Faces of Flynn, and we'll feature it.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. Oh boy.
How do you feel about that?
I love it. I think it's the best idea.
It's gonna be a
He's gonna-
screensaver.
Yeah, he's gonna go to bed at night. Just like leave it on playing.
Your husband's gonna murder me.
He's little.
He's little.
He's little.
All right, so let's plow through these last little tidbits. Carolyn and her stroke. See, now that's what I meant by
Okay,
it.
so,
Now I
okay.
feel bad about my
Okay,
3 Snaps
what?
award.
Why? Because she had a stroke?
Well, yeah, well, because
Still funny. Funny's funny.
well,
Yeah, your snaps was still
Don't
funny.
apologize for being funny.
but
Yes.
but
Stop
it's a
it. Are you going to keep
stroke.
apologizing for being funny? Don't.
It's a
I'm
stroke.
going to get
though.
mad.
Oh snap!
Oh,
Who cares? Who cares? It was funny.
It was
It's kind
funny.
of like when
It was funny.
it's kind of like when people fall. It's funny.
It's funny.
It is true.
Schadenfreude.
This is true.
It's funny.
Oh,
Who
yeah.
cares?
That's true.
Go
That's
on.
very true.
Next
Yes.
topic.
well,
Well,
she had a stroke and brought people together.
But
so
she
that
had
was
some
fine.
touching scenes this week.
Well, I think
She
this
did.
is why everyone's coming back, right? Is that not?
because she had a stroke.
Well, I mean, all these characters are coming back now.
But she seemed fine.
But she's fine now.
Well, yeah, but they're all going to hear about it, and they're all going to. I think that's
They're
why
all going to rush back.
Yeah, that's my guess.
So that's
I don't know.
what brings Sean and Belle back after a 5-year trip around the world.
Yeah,
Interesting.
everyone keeps asking about that.
What?
no, I
If
never. He
if
didn't
you're-
let me. I tried to get him to kiss me on the cheek, but he didn't.
But didn't you kiss Will on the cheek?
I've kissed Will on the top of the head and the cheek.
And they want to know if it was
And I've
ad lib or
kissed
did
Freddie-
you
oh,
tell him?
No, that was ad.
Okay, that's what
yeah.
they want to know. Okay.
Most of the stuff I do is pleasure. Like I remember telling that scene to the Marlene. I'm telling that story, and I was like, man. which was fun.
Oh, I love that when Caroline woke up, she's like, what happened to your cast? I couldn't stop laughing. She's like, "Oh, well, what happened to your ankle and your calf?" She's like, she stuttered too. Started stuttering.
Yeah.
I love that scene. She had to kind of explain to her that it's all working against different now.
Yeah.
But I love Carolyn doesn't give. She gives crap to her kids. I love it.
She does.
But she had some great. They brought out Roman, Hope, Kayla, of course. Had a great scene with Kayla. It was good.
Everyone came running. Well, respectively so. What?
He said running. I was thinking.
Well, they did.
Hope was a little overdramatic.
No, okay, first of all, that's my girl, first of all. And no, she and Carolyn have a long history.
Okay.
She's like a mother to her.
I get it.
Hope has no mother.
It just seemed a little dramatic.
She has no mother. That's like a mother.
I get it's daytime, but whatever.
I thought she was pitch perfect. Thank you, Kristen Alfonso.
Well, speaking of Hope, Kate brought to light that Rafe obviously has feelings for her.
Yes, I love when she did that. She called him out.
Yeah. And apparently he does. Mm-hmm. I kind of felt that a few weeks ago. I didn't know if they were gonna.
But they have been talking about that, haven't they?
You know how Days is, like they tease us.
Yeah.
No, but I feel like I read a thing about that the new thing was going to be.
I did. You read it.
All right.
It was in some of our digests.
Like I know, I do something waiting.
Well, it's kind of funny. We got bits of Hope this whole week. It was like Hope was with Abe for a minute. Like there's Abe. Hope's with John for a second. I forgot her and John are friends. I mean, it was kind of funny. They kind of brought her out. But I love how Kate, when she said to Marlena, I had so and so and so and so and Victor. Then I got Rafe and I messed everything up, didn't I? It's kind of like, yeah, he was a good guy, and Rafe is a leading man. He needs a woman.
Mm-hmm. Do you really think they're going to pair up Rafe and Hope?
Well, I don't know how long Peter Ruckel's staying for Bo. I mean, it's going to depend on that, right?
Oh, I thought he was back.
Is he back?
We can't say, can you?
We can't say anything.
We know nothing.
We know nothing. So
don't say anything.
If he wasn't coming back, I think they're a good pairing. I think Rafe and Hope are a good pairing. They're good.
I think they would be too.
Yeah, I think so.
That's going to be a lot of men after Hope.
Well, I'll say this because Hope has never really been with anybody else, and they always talk about how Bo's the only guy. I'm like, well, she's making up for lost time now.
Yes, she is.
You're next. Watch out.
Ooh, Chad and Hope. I like that.
Watch out.
Little Mr. and Mrs. Robinson.
I think she's beautiful. She's beautiful.
She's beautiful.
She is.
And then Aiden has obviously found something on Clyde in that file, but why he was slowly shredding those papers, I have no idea.
It was kind of slow.
Did you see the teaser for next week?
Yes, I did.
I didn't see it.
Oh, you didn't see it?
I didn't see it.
Okay, we'll get to it.
I'm kidding.
They all died.
I was like, who did it? And he's like,
they show who does it.
Yeah.
They show that it's Clyde.
Yeah.
Sorry. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, for whatever reason, Aiden doesn't want to say that.
For all those people that tweet stuff out and I haven't seen it yet, that's payback.
Oh, kind of like how you told me about Caroline's fall.
Oh, that's right.
Before I had a chance to watch it.
oh, you did not.
He did.
Ruined that moment for me. Ruined.
Now, I have another little moment.
I didn't say she had a stroke. I just said she fell.
Ruined.
She could have tripped on a banana peel.
Chad DeMera tripped her.
I just want to say that Thursday was a nice day for me watching the soap.
Why?
Xander was shirtless and sweaty. I loved seeing him
at like 7 a.m.
Yeah, it didn't matter to me.
Like, what work was he doing?
I think that was the same
early?
day that he was tweeting out nonsense about me. By the way,
you were a little handsy.
It was not true. I did not touch him.
Paul Telfer was saying you were handsy.
He's been rubbing my leg this whole time.
Hands right here.
Hands right there,
but you have legs.
What's going on under there? What's going on down there, Mark?
Yeah, Mark. What's going on? Mm-hmm. I just want to mention that because I like seeing him. Plus, he's a nice guy, of course, in real life, but I like seeing him shirtless and sweaty.
Too many beefcakes.
I love.
Show, man.
I love.
There are a lot of beefcakes on that show, aren't there? I know.
Yeah, no.
And Victor had a great line to Daniel, and I don't know if Victor did.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know if this is your quote of the week. I hope it isn't.
Oh boy.
Well, I won't say because I want to hear your quote of the week though.
Well, then now you gotta wait.
I gotta wait because
you don't want to spoil it.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil it because it's a great quote he says to Daniel that I think is really funny. So I won't say it then.
Actually, Daniel was almost my quote of the week.
What?
Oh, yeah. Wow.
This was almost our quote of the week.
Daniel and Serena.
What?
Almost. And I was like, Mark. And I talked myself off the ledge. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm back to reality.
Wow.
Back to reality. Waiting to watch their deaths. Sorry.
Oh my God.
So I wouldn't mind Melanie coming back for that.
All right.
And Maggie and Nicole played nice. That's a big plot point.
Well,
okay, let me just say this too.
Well, everyone amended with like Nicole. Like anyone who had beef
and
with
Jen
Nicole
too,
has obviously said sorry.
I don't like this nice Nicole.
Why not?
I don't like this.
Why?
I don't like Daniel calling her honey. I hate it.
You just don't like
obnoxious.
Daniel in general.
Yeah.
Well, that being said, I don't like this nice Nicole. I don't like it.
Would you like it if Chad and Nicole were together?
Ooh, what interesting.
What would you like?
I don't know.
You and Ari Becker? That would be a great pairing.
That would,
Chad,
I actually
Nicole.
thought about that.
They could be a really funny couple.
Yeah.
Like the zingers back and forth
Yeah.
you guys would do to each
Two
other.
people who are just desperate to be in love and happy.
Yeah.
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 Tony, write that in, Tony.
I am, but I have to figure out how to write that in. That includes hashtag Maxine Son. No idea goes without hashtag
That's
Maxine
right.
Son.
That's right.
Yeah.
Things really going off.
And then our last little tidbit is JJ, Paige, and Jennifer. Paige trying to forewarn Jennifer about what she
That
already knows.
ridiculousness. I'm
Yeah,
so done
I'm
with
over
her
it.
for not caring.
Over it.
At least she's not angry.
She wasn't that
I
angry.
don't
She wasn't that
know.
angry this week. No, she wasn't that angry this week. She wasn't.
No.
She was just kind of normal this week.
Maybe Chad could come in and calm her down.
Ooh.
All right.
Little, another little.
I can find a way to make Chad work into any scene. You don't have to.
about that?
That's not an issue.
Chad and Paige.
Yeah.
That'd be
No.
fun.
He's like, no. He's like, no.
And then maybe Paige doesn't have to use the Salem Inn, but can use the Demerara Garden like he did with Abigail.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Outdoors.
All you need are blankets. I don't know where those blankets come
Yeah, I don't know
from.
where it came from, right.
But it's
Harold.
all. From Harold.
Harold. Blankets, please. Outside.
The make love blankets, please. Lots of them.
Make love blankets.
Yeah, they just happen to show up right when there's a love scene.
Yeah.
It's magical.
Yeah.
So funny.
172 watching now.
Oh,
Wow.
172 people watching
Yes.
us
Thank
live.
you,
Thank you very much.
guys.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
We appreciate that.
Hi, Willa Sargent. You look awesome too.
oh, hey.
Willa Sargent is the one that has been watching Days since she
She's
was
still
11.
alive. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
From in 1965.
Don't put
I
Chad
watched
with Paige. No.
No.
But we're just kidding. We're just saying. We're just kind of talking.
All right. So because we want to have time to chit chat with Billy while we have him, let's go into our segments, and we'll start with mine, the 3 Snaps Award. Now, I went back and forth with my 3 Snaps Award.
Why
I
do you
didn't
look
know.
at me? Is it about me?
No. No.
Look, he's all saying.
You want it to be about you?
No. I don't want to get snapped out.
Actually, it almost went to you for your reaction to the news that Abigail and Ben were married. Almost. It was almost
Why?
like a half snap.
You didn't approve of my reaction?
Well, you know,
I would have given it to you.
Oh my god.
I would've-
I liked your reaction. That
Okay.
it was very like cool and calming. But yeah,
Didn't work for him apparently.
no.
You don't
See-
work for me either, so.
Ooh, I love it.
You do.
You did.
Now I feel like it's a battle.
Oh, I love it. I just
Billy versus Tony. 'Cause I'm the last one on this panel for him to try to
Hashtag
get
not
through.
lounging with Tony.
That's good. That's good. That's a good one.
That gets a snap.
That's a snap. That's a good
That
one.
gets a snap.
That's a good one.
Let's see. I almost gave it to Xander for his pointless, shirtless working.
Oh, I loved it. But yes.
But I decided to give because I feel like this week, you know, we've all said like how it was a struggle to get through this week and how it was kind of, you know, lackluster.
Yes.
So I felt like the person that I think we could relate to who gives like 2 shits about what's happening, I gave it to Stefano during his whole like listening of the music. Why? Because I love those moments.
He does.
Because
Yeah.
it's kind of like one of those moments where it's like, I could care less about what's happening, and I am in my own little world. And even though Chad is coming in with this BS, and I told him what to do, I'm still good. So my 3 Snaps Award goes to Stefano and his classical music.
Very good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Those are my favorite moments.
See?
Yeah, good.
I think from now on, just in real life, I'm going to just start doing that.
You should.
I'm gonna blast.
Do it in places like Walmart.
Yeah.
Go to Walmart and just hit the radio and just.
And and really
I
intently.
don't care about nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
And even if they're like, sir, you can't. Just kind
I
of
don't
like,
care.
Yeah.
Don't
yeah.
care.
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
So that gets my official 3 Snaps Award.
I like that.
All right.
That's
So
very good.
James, let us know who's related in Salem.
This one was kind of fun, as you know, and on soaps, especially on Days of Our Lives, soap family trees can get a little convoluted and twisted, and sometimes you don't realize who is related to whom. And I decided to do something that has a character who's on now, with characters who were on in the past, kind of to do the 50th anniversary of Days. So Look Who's Related edition today is Ariana Grace Horton and the Gemini twins, Rex and Cassie Brady.
Oh, the aliens.
The aliens.
The aliens.
For those of you who don't remember or do remember, they dropped out of the sky apparently, and in this little pod thing, and they kind of came out wearing these outfits, and they know who they were.
That ended up being Roman and Kate's.
Well, see, at first they thought they were Marlena and Tony Ramirez.
Yeah.
So they're almost related to you, almost. But I think Marlena carried them and bore them, but doesn't remember that. But they turned out to be Kate, of course, Kate Roberts, and Roman Brady. So here's the deal. So follow along. Every week we do this, so follow along.
Okay.
Ariana comes from Will. Will comes from Lucas. Will also comes from Sammy. So Ariana Grace is related several times to these twins. So Lucas comes from Kate. Sammy comes from Roman. So Rex and Cassie are Lucas and Sammy's half-brother and sister.
Hold on, say that again.
So Lucas and Sammy, they share siblings.
Right.
Rex and Cassie.
Oh, okay.
They're half siblings.
Yeah, because they're Roman. Okay.
Because of Roman and
Do you
because
want
of
to
Kate.
write that down?
So that's how crazy this is. That's how crazy it
I'm a little
is.
distracted today.
Oh, I know you are. So basically,
Oh,
I know that. So we'll get to the wild. There you go.
you're not going anywhere.
You're here forever. Ariana Grace is great uncle and great aunt are Rex and Cassie Brady.
Ah, okay.
It's kind of a weird thing. So that's look who's related.
Very good. Thank you for that.
Interesting.
Thank you. Yes.
Interesting.
Good for you for going through, because I lose track.
I know. That's why I have to stop and think when you
Yes.
say that. Because I'm like,
Yes.
okay, wait, who?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's too
I
much
have some
going
ones
on.
coming up that are really convoluted. They're good.
Okay.
Okay.
For sure.
Mark,
Mark.
we have our quote of the week.
I do. And I'm just going to say, just if you weren't watching last week, Billy Flynn got the quote of the week last week.
Yes, he did.
Thank you for
Fantastic,
that.
by the way.
I appreciate that.
But this week, we'll go to Mr. Victor Kiriakis.
Okay. I had a feeling. Okay, so I didn't read mine. I had a feeling.
But I love that you may agree with this. When Eric and Jen were here last week, I don't think it was on camera, but he said, I think that they give John Aniston different writers because his stuff that he says is so good.
It's so good.
And it is. And I feel like there were so many times this week where there were setups for really good lines
Yes.
and everything. Like with Nicole, I felt like people kept saying stuff to her and I was like waiting for it.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was like, really? That's your answer to that?
Yeah.
But anyway, so I had to actually go back and watch a second time to find this one. But I did. This is, yeah. So it's when Daniel says to Victor in the hospital after he came out from seeing Caroline, because he said he has to leave. He says, why you don't want anyone to see you crying? Victor says, sometimes I think you deserve to be stuck with a explicitive deleted like Nicole.
I like that. I like that.
So Victor, yet again, I wish I would have kept a tally of who I've given them to. Because now I got to go back and
We can
watch
watch 'em.
myself.
Fans can.
Now, what I want to tell
Somebody
you,
want to go back and
do it
watch
for
all
us. Now, here's what I want to say. So I picked Victor, also to Daniel, and I said, Victor says to Daniel, although it pains me to do so, I probably should take this opportunity to congratulate you and your engagement
Oh,
to Nicole.
yeah, yeah.
That was a funny one, too, because there's a whole history
I
there.
loved what he said to Nicole or to Serena. This was almost Serena's when he was like, I've heard bad things about you. And she's like, well, I could say the same thing to you.
That was a great scene. That was a good scene, too. That was good.
All right, and we used to do hashtag those were the days, but we have decided that with our new Facebook and Instagram,
Yes.
we're just going to start posting those every Thursday. So make sure you
okay.
like us on Facebook,
I learned something new
Dish and
every
Days.
I should come more often.
He said it to me.
if you read the outline, or if you pay attention to the group
that
chat.
these two clowns send in a day. 67
We're in touch.
messages,
We're
and they
in
want me to
touch.
read all that.
We're in
Of
touch,
course.
yes.
I couldn't handle that either.
Yeah, I get to my phone and it says 67 missed messages. I'm like, I'm not reading 67.
Well, I will give you
That's a lot.
I will give you a rundown like I did last time.
I'm a Cliff Notes kind of guy.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
the cliff
so
notes.
much in common.
Well,
We talk things out.
well, I don't know. This week we've received many messages.
Oh,
from
yeah,
Mark,
that's very true.
all about you and
Yeah.
the new outfit and getting ready,
The hair,
and pizza
he cut his
rolls
face,
and,
all kinds of stuff.
and
I was
the
nervous.
razor burn and all that. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
so,
true. That's
so
true.
I've had to sit there and read
That's
all
why
your
I
messages.
dressed up for it.
Yes,
I
see?
appreciate that.
Yeah,
I noticed right away.
Yes. I knew this was a special occasion.
Yes, we all felt like we had to kind of step it up a little bit.
Yes. I
appreciate
So
that.
They did. They actually both. They said, "Oh, okay, we'll dress nice too."
Yeah.
Now, we didn't plan the purple together.
We did not.
Oh, yeah.
We just kind of did that.
Looks
See,
nice. All of you look
the
so
one
nice.
who goes against the grain.
That's him.
And that has little purple speckles, though.
Pink,
Pink?
pink.
Pink or purplish.
He's like, just trying to work. He's trying it, Tony. He's trying it.
Pinkish.
You're not gonna break me down, Billy Flynn.
I will.
You're not gonna break me down.
Break you down.
Oh no. Oh no. I'm tough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Moving on. So make sure you like us on Facebook. Yes. Also add us on Instagram. We'll be giving away prizes, and also every Thursday we'll do hashtag Those Were the Days. Yeah. And so now we're gonna, before we start running out of time, I really wanted to take time to allow fans to chat with you, Billy, and ask questions and things like that. So we are now taking your calls live. So make sure you call in 424-256-1729. And Mark, are there any questions for Billy in the chat room?
Veronica asked, Billy, do you have a favorite scene, storyline you've done since you started on Days?
Of my own?
I guess.
I mean, I've had pretty much one storyline: break up Ben and Abby.
That's true.
And they're agreeing
I have
that you
some stuff.
deserve an Emmy.
Oh, thank you guys very much.
Caller on the line.
Stuff coming up is pretty awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, in the next couple weeks.
I wish we could find out the stuff that's coming up. I'm so anxious.
Me too.
We have a caller.
Hello, caller. Welcome. You are live on AfterBuzz TV's Dishin' Days. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name's Alexandria, and I'm calling from Georgia.
Hello. How are you? Ooh,
Alexandria.
Georgia, right next to South Carolina, where I'm from.
That's right. Thank you for that.
I'm doing fine. How are you guys?
Doing great. What's
Great.
your question?
I'm sorry?
What's your question that you have for Billy?
Well, I first want to say, Billy, you have gorgeous eyes, and you deserve an Emmy, for sure.
Hey.
Thank you.
And my question is, if you had a choice of a love interest, past or present, who would you choose?
Ooh, past or present?
Past or present. Well, first of all, thank you for what you said. That's wonderful. And I think I would choose. Sammy.
Oh.
Really?
Strictly for the sake that I feel like EJ deserves it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, Allison Sweeney was wonderful. I mean,
Yeah.
she's the kind of crazy that that could be fun.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah, wow.
So Sammy,
How was it working with her originally when you first came on?
wonderful. I mean, she was so sweet. I mean, I think her and James were both on their way out, so they're probably stoked. So they just couldn't have been happier at the time. So if I would have caught him like a year earlier, it might have been different. But no, she was wonderful.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Oh.
Thank you.
Thank you
for calling in and keep supporting us. Do we have another caller?
Another caller's on the line.
Hello, welcome. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, it's Cheryl from South Carolina.
Hi, Cheryl.
Oh, hey, Cheryl.
Hi, Billy.
How are you?
I want to say, I don't really have a question for Billy, but I have a comment for Billy.
Okay.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I have to say that I first had a little trouble accepting you as Chad
Hang up on her.
No.
because I loved Casey.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I don't think that Casey had it in him to be bad Chad the way you do.
Oh. Well, thank you. He was
You've won
wonderful.
my heart.
Well, thank you so much. That means a lot to me. It really does. And, I can understand why everybody would have reservations about me in the beginning. So I'm glad I've won you over.
I do want to know one thing, though. Do you have a favorite scene so far that you've had with Kate Manzi?
I think the ones that played where in the hospital room where I sort of left it as after
those
the
are my
breakdown.
favorite.
Yeah, I think
Those are mine too.
Those were fun just because I thought the writing was actually great, and I thought they were just really really good performances from her, and I enjoyed mine as well, and it was just a good natural scene. I thought, yeah.
I thought the best scene that I've seen from you yet with Kate was when she was crying in her office, and you didn't know who it was at first. You just saw that hand on her shoulder, and as soon as I saw the hand, I'm like, that's got to be Chad.
Yeah, yeah, that was fun. That was a good one.
Yeah.
That was
That was great.
There'll be some good ones this week too.
That was the Emmy day. That was
Oh,
the
yeah.
day.
That was a good scene.
That was amazing.
Thank you, Cheryl, for calling in and always supporting us.
Thank you.
Thank you, Cheryl.
All right, so we unfortunately have to wrap things up, but before we do that, Billy, you have your Flynn at the Falls that's coming up in October.
In Niagara Falls, I'm doing an event there. It's going to be kind of a different experience from a normal fan event. You're just gonna get to hang out with me, do some tours, and do some, have lunch and dinner, and it'll just be us. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Awesome. Well, we will make sure we post that information.
So get your tickets.
Yes, get them now.
Get your tickets now.
Mark's bought 14 of them out of me.
They're selling out. I don't know why.
And before we go, Mark J Freeman Flynn.
Yes.
Where can they find you?
Well, before I give them that, I want to mention that Tuesday, because I host the Clipped After Show. We're doing a special finale episode at the YouTube studios with a live audience with Ashley Tisdale, Deanna Reasonova, Ryan Pinkston, and Mike Castle, all from the cast. And you can get seats if you want to come watch, if you're in the LA area, at info@AFTERBUZZTV.com.
Yes.
If you guys want to come and watch it live. I think it'll be fun. Yeah, I'm very excited.
Great show.
And I also brought a gift for Billy.
Oh.
Because I heard you like this. So I brought you a gift.
What is it? So soapy.
I couldn't find the exact one.
That is a screenshot.
That's a screenshot. Someone screenshot it.
Tweet
that.
I was trying to find the one that you like. But
It's perfect.
It was last minute. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Lorraine Love, LORAYNELOVE, and Facebook / the Mark J Freeman.
And Billy Flynn, where can they find you if they want to tweet you? Facebook,
like my address, or
no, don't give out your address.
No, the 2475.
what am I? At Billy M Flynn on Twitter, and in like Billy Flynn on Instagram.
Awesome.
Black Hope LA on Twitter, BLAKHOPELA, and James Lott Jr. on Facebook.
And of course, you can find me on all social media platforms at Lounging with Tony or my website, loungingwithtony.com.
Whatever.
Thank you so much, Billy, for tuning in, and we will see you guys next Sunday for another Dishin' Days.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.